Well, believe it or not, Mother's Day is only 2 weeks away. And if your mom is an avid gardener or if she just likes a nice plant around their house, we've got a few gifts that you might want to think about getting. Well, first off, every gardener needs a good pair of gloves. And these gloves are great. These are Wells Lamont gloves, and they've got them now in these nice colors. They've got purple and also blue, yellow, and tan. Now these are a nice good work glove. They're sturdy and they're very heavy, and there's a nice fit. So you might want to think about getting her some of these. Well, if she gardens a lot and she's dragging the hose around a lot, you might want to think about getting her something like this. Now this is a hose guard, and these run about $8 and on up. And you actually should get her several of these, and you can place them at the edges of the flower beds, and that way it acts as a guide and the hose won't drag across and cut off all of your flowers while she's watering. Well, another handy item that you might want to think about getting your mom, but don't give it to her as a hint, but if she's been asking for something to weed with, is this item called a weed hound. Now this makes weeding really easy, and I'll just demonstrate here. You just place this over the crown of the weed, place your foot on, give it just a little bit of a twist, and then pull it out of the ground. Now we've used these out here, and you'll notice I've got the root and everything, and I didn't have to bend over very much. These we've tried out, and they work really well in a non-compacted soil like a flower bed, and also places where it's pretty wet. So this is a good tool to use. Now if you're going to use it in the lawn and it's kind of dry, you're not going to get that root out. But in the flower bed, these are a great item to have. Well, on to a little more decorative note, you might want to think about getting your mom some nice decorative pots. Now these are those Vietnamese pots that you're seeing around a lot, and these run a little bit more expensive, but they look really nice on the patio, and you might get different sizes of them. Well, something that's good to put in the pot is something like a mandevilla. Now I actually got one of these for both my mom and my grandma last year, and they loved them. And we just planted one in the ground outside and put a trellis up in back. These will vine, and they'll grow a lot in one season, even though these are an annual here. And they have beautiful pink flowers on them with a nice fragrance. And they're a very eye-stopping conversation piece, so you might want to think about that. Well, if you don't want to put these in with a trellis, you might want to think about something like this. Now, you'll see a lot of these out here now. These are little pot pergolas or little trellises made out of iron or steel. And this is something that you might give in combination with a pot. That just sits in the pot, and you can plant something vining underneath that, and that makes a nice gift. Well, finally, a great gift for your mom would be to plant up a strawberry pot full of herbs for her. And right now there are a few tricks that you want to know before you plant one of these up, and so I'm going to clear this stuff off and show you how to pot up a strawberry pot with herbs.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. You can also find more recent videos on our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.